Hi, and welcome to the latest edition of the Round Table. I am your host, Steven, and today I'll be talking about some of the records that I think have fallen off the wayside or under the radar, kind of been missed, and deserve maybe a little bit more love than they get. This one being 1990's Holy Water by Bad Company. My most fans written off this band because lead singer Paul Rogers left the group. They continued on, and they had this guy called Brian Howe to take over. Decent singer, pretty good. I would have to say this is the best. I think he's done 3 albums with them, or 4. This one I think is their best. It kind of merges the classic Bad Company sound with the 80s pop metal scene that was happening. So it sounds like a big budget record. It may lack the, I guess, classics or the instant recognizable super hits, but there were a couple of good songs on here, like Holy Water was a single, great song. I still think it's a great song. A beautiful ballad, If You Needed Somebody, and there is a long 5.5 minute Boys Cry Tough, which is a great track, and a cute little acoustic number called 100 Miles. Granted, this is no way near the classic albums of Bad Company's heydays in the 70s, but it is a decent album on its own. Made up of 13 tracks, maybe a little too long. A couple of fillers there, I Don't Care. Self-explanatory. I don't care about that song either. Never Too Late is so-so. There's a couple that kind of thrown off. I think they've made this maybe like a 10-track album. I think it would have been a little bit easy to digest. It's a little long for its. It's a little long. I think 2 tracks off this sucker would have been perfect. I think this thing had a hard time because like Queen is known by Freddie Mercury, Bad Company is known by Paul Rogers. So these guys had a hard time connecting. This album did go platinum, which is 1 million units in the States, but it's, I think, the last album to go platinum for these guys. I just think the fan base couldn't hack Paul Rogers not being there. And understandably so. The guy has a great voice. He's one of the greatest singers of all time. And while Brian Howe is great, he's in no way Paul Rogers' league, but the songs are there. There's some good songs. So if you're looking for another album besides the classic Paul Rogers collection, give this. Yes, it's dated. It's 1990. It sounds like 1990, but there are some catchy songs on here, and I think it deserves a little bit more recognition that it deserves. A little more love for these guys. It's like I said, this is nowhere near the greatness of the original albums from Bad Company, but nonetheless, if you can realize that it's another version of Bad Company, it's a decent listen. So I'm going to put this one under the radar. Nowhere near classic, but deserves a listen, especially if you like Paul Rogers. If you like Bad Company, you deserve to listen to this one at least once, I think. So this is Steven with the Under the Radar Reviews, 1990s Holy Water by Bad Company. Hit that like button, subscribe to us. We'd love to know what you think about this. What's your favorite album from Bad Company, with Paul Rogers, without Paul Rogers? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. All right, take care. Live the dream.